Hello. Happy Monday. So, I wanted to do a specific podcast episode for you ladies who are actually in business or are wanting to be in business or have thought about being in business, whether that is online or in person or really any form of business. But I wanted to just come on here and give some encouragement in that, okay? So, those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelsey Joy. Welcome to the Kingdom Dreamers podcast, the podcast all about encouraging and inspiring you women in your dreams, in your God given dreams, in your desires, in your passions, and to help you come to life in that, to help you build a thriving, abundant life in God and create the life that you dream of. So, hello and welcome. So, yes, I wanted to just come on here and give some just insight and encouragement and some inspiration for those who may be feeling discouraged or stuck or maybe even confused about what to do, how to do it, when to do it, all of the things. Okay. So I have done many forms of business so much of my life. All right. So I have my real estate license. So I've been self employed in that for almost 8 years. I did network marketing. I did coaching. I now have my Kingdom Dreamers membership. I have done digital marketing and affiliate marketing. I have done so much. I mean, you could say I've done it all, right? And one of the biggest things that I found that held me back so much was my current thought and belief system. Okay. So, for those of you who have been following me or who have been listening to this podcast, you know how big mindset is for me. And why that is because I lived so much of my life not realizing and not even knowing that my thoughts in my mind had so much power. That I truly thought that the circumstances, the events, the things that were happening in my life were happening to me and that they were supposed to happen or that I had no control over them. Now, that is true in a way because things will happen all the time, right? And we don't expect it. We can't control it. Like if you're a mom, there's going to be things all throughout your day that are going to happen and you can't really do much about it, right? They just happen. But the thing that I really realized and that changed my life and blew my mind was the fact that I could control how I approached those situations or how I felt about those situations, how I thought about them, versus allowing myself to default into either feelings of discouragement or hopelessness or fear because I really thought that my feelings were just there always, that I had no control over them, that my feelings dictated everything in my life because that's just what happens. Something happens and then you feel something, right? It makes sense. Like logically, you're thinking, like, yeah, that's how it works, right? Someone breaks up with me, I'm going to feel devastated and hopeless, right? But I want to offer that that is actually not the case because there could be many different thoughts you have about it, and there could be a lot of neutrality in it. Someone breaks up with you, you could actually think, wow, that was probably for the best, or God knows what he's doing and he is working all things for my good, right? And you don't automatically default to feeling depressed or hopeless or discouraged. Okay. So, pertaining to business, to creating a business, to creating success and a life that you love and that you dream of, and how you want that to translate also into starting a business or creating that. It's so important to know the foundation and the power that you truly have as a daughter of God, as a child of God, as just a human, that you have so much more power than you may realize or you may think. Okay, so If we're thinking about business and maybe you have felt confused and stuck, most of the times it's because you're actually afraid. Okay, now we get into this so much deeper in my membership and we, talk about what's going on there, but you really are feeling afraid or anxious or nervous because you don't feel like it may not work. What's going to happen if you are feeling confused? It's your brain trying to protect you from the unknown. It's its job. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to keep you safe. So you don't know what to do. Okay. I know for myself, so much of my business experience has been, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that looks like. And it's really because I've been afraid, thinking like, well, if I try this and it doesn't work, then that means it's not going to work, or that means it's going to fail, or that means I'm not good enough, right? Versus looking at it differently and looking at it from a place of, why don't I just try and see what happens? Because I can view this as just a journey that I'm on, a way to grow, a way to see how things may or may not work. Maybe it will be amazing and it will work. Maybe it won't. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. If it doesn't work, how can I tweak that? How can I change that? How can I do something differently about that, right? What can I do differently instead of automatically feeling that you're a failure or that you're wrong or that you're not good enough? I don't know about you, but I have thought and felt many of those things. So let me know if you relate. Share this with someone if you relate, okay? Because we want to get you out of that place and into a place of empowerment, encouragement, inspiration. And so the biggest key and thing that I have learned is truly to take hold of your mind, okay? To be aware, to take your thoughts captive, and to truly dig deep into what that looks like. And what does it look like to be a child of God? What does it look like to be a daughter of the Most High God who believes and knows that anything is possible with Him? Who believes and knows who they are because of whose they are? Who is so filled with a confidence and belief that no matter what you do or how you do it, God is going to meet you right there and He's going to guide your steps back in and He's going to lead you like the good father and shepherd that He is. To know that even if you think that you got off path a little bit, that He's going to bring you right back in. Okay, I had one of the ladies in my membership, she was saying how she wanted to be obedient to God and she was trying to be, following that obedience, but then she had all of these thoughts about, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm not successful? What if all of these things happen, right? And I was showing her different perspectives on it. Like, okay, well, if you were to do anything that you wanted, not what you should do, what would that be? What would that look like? Because I feel like a lot of times as Christians, we can get stuck on the fact that, like, well, God is saying to do this. Yes, that may be true. And He will say that. And it's our job to be obedient and follow that. However, He also places desires on our hearts. He also places dreams and passions on our heart for a reason because He wants us to follow that as well. So it's hand in hand. We're going to follow the things that He's placed on our hearts and be obedient as well. So, what are some of the steps to take in that? That could just be taking a step towards our desire and trusting that it's there for a reason, that God is leading us into that. And it doesn't have to be one or the other, like, well, I have to be fully obedient in this because that's what God is saying, but not follow what I want to do. I fully believe that God is put those things on your heart because He wants you to do that as well. And that even if you take one step and it may not be the right steps, quote unquote, that He will lead you back. Because what if there is no exactly right way to do it? What if there is just different ways? What if you take a step and you start a business or you make that post or you launch that membership or whatever, and it doesn't work out. Okay, well, God is faithful and he's going to lead you to another step, another place. And what helps you get out of the confusion, out of the lack of confidence, out of the stuckness is you taking action and you taking a step forward and then allowing and trusting God to meet you right where you're at. Okay, right? It's like the what is it, the fisherman? where you're taking your step out and you're trusting that God is going to be there to catch you. He's going to be there to help you. He's going to be there to guide you. Now, of course, go to him and ask the Holy Spirit, God, where are you guiding me? Where are you leading me? Where are you directing me? And then going off of whatever you are hearing, seeing, experiencing, feeling, going off of that and trusting yourself enough to know that God is within you. You are one in him. So you can hear him. You are connected to him. You literally carry all of his wisdom, his inspiration, his ideas within you. And you can trust that whatever you are getting is from him. And then take it a step further. Also, now what would I want to do if I could do anything? If I knew that whatever I did would work, if I knew that whatever I did was enough, if I knew that whatever I did would succeed and he would be there to help me, what would I do? What would that look like? Maybe that would look like, again, making the post, starting the membership, launching that thing, and taking a step out in faith. Now, I can tell you, I have been stuck in confusion and doubt and stuckness so much of my life. And even in creating my membership and my things that I've launched and my coaching and all of that, yes, I could have stayed in that state of just not doing anything until I knew fully what to do, until I felt fully confident or fully ready or fully like it's going to be the best thing ever. Or I could have taken a step out and just trusted that God's going to uncover the next layer, unfold the next step as I go. And that is truly what happened. I started in coaching a couple years ago. I took a big break because I had my second daughter, and I transitioned back into real estate thinking maybe this is what I should focus on, and kept coming back and realizing, nope, that is not, because that's not my passion. My passion is to encourage women, to speak life over them, to inspire them. Hello, that's a key. If you keep coming back to something, it's because God has put that there for a reason. And you may not know what it looks like fully, but it's there. And he wants you to uncover that and discover what it's there for, why it's there. So then I went back into the online world and digital marketing, which still wasn't fully aligned with what I wanted, but I was also thinking, well, I want to make money. This is slightly closer to what I like because I love online space and encouragement in that form. And I, again, kept coming back to, okay, but I still love encouraging women. How was this going to work within that? And then I discovered more and more and realized, you know what? I would love to create a membership, a community where I could do both. I could make money and have a community where I can inspire and encourage and help women in their journey and in their dreams and what they want. And now I'm here and I love it. I love it. I love the possibilities. I love what's available. I love that it's aligned with who I am and what I want, and how there's so much possibility in that. And starting small, just taking a step of faith, taking a chance on yourself, taking a risk. I didn't know if this would be good or not. I didn't know if people would join or not. I got 10 amazing ladies join within like the first 5 days that I launched. And that was truly the power of what I was believing and trusting God for, because I wanted 10 ladies when I launched to join me that first week that I launched, and I got them. And there were times where I doubted it and I wasn't fully in belief of that, but I kept trusting and I kept going back to, you know what? I'm going to view this as the journey. I'm going to view this as the process. And, one person did it and created more belief in myself. Another person did it, more belief. And it just kept going on and on and on. And now I'm still believing for more. I know that it's going to happen. I know that God is showing the evidence, the proof that this is right. This is in alignment with Him. And keep working towards that. Keep building on that and keep trusting Him in that. So I want to tell you, ladies, and encourage you, what is it that is on your heart? What have you been afraid of? What have you been too anxious or scared to do? To know that it's okay, it's a journey, to trust yourself because God's within you, and to take a chance, to take a step of faith. And if you need help with that, come join us in the community, in the membership, because I will coach you on that. I will coach you from getting you from where you are to where you want to be, to help you get your thoughts and your mindset aligned with what God is saying, with what will truly help you create the results that you want. Because we can talk about strategy and all of those things all the time. Okay. We can talk about, the best way to create a funnel and to strategize and to post and all of that. I've done it all. I've tried it all. But the biggest thing that I saw the results in was when I started to focus on my mindset, my thoughts, my beliefs, and didn't even focus that much on the strategy. And it just started working. It started happening because your thoughts are powerful. What you believe is powerful. That is what is creating the results in your life. That is what will create the results you want in your life. It's not learning the next best strategy. It's not implementing, the next best way to post. Yes, that's helpful and important. But if you do not believe in yourself, if you don't have the right thoughts or mind around it, it's not going to do anything. And again, I know from experience because I was doing all of the things that I thought I was told to do or thought was right or best strategy wise, and it wasn't producing the results that I wanted. And I started focusing on my mindset, my beliefs, and everything started shifting. So, this is what's possible for you. And this applies to any area of your life, whether that's your business, whether that's relationships, whether that's wanting to just create a better home experience, whatever it is. This is all relevant to that. And it's so important. So, ladies, be encouraged. Know that God is with you. He is for you. He's working all things for you for your good. And He can help you in this process, in this journey. The Holy Spirit can help bring to light what is going on, the thoughts that are not serving you, the thoughts that are holding you back, and help you propel you and accelerate you into what He has for you, and bring to life those things that may feel dead, that may feel buried, and help. He will bring those back to life if you allow Him to, if you commit to it, and you just trust the process and trust yourself in it as well. Okay. Now, of course, trusting God is the most important, but trusting God also goes hand in hand with trusting ourselves, because if we are trusting that God is truly within us and we truly are His daughter and His child, we can also trust that He is speaking to us, that we have the mind of Christ, that we are one with Him, that we can hear Him, that our desires, His desires are our desires because we are made new in Him. Okay. So I love you, ladies. I hope this was encouraging. Please share with me if you got any ahas from this, revelations. Come join the community where you can get the coaching and help that you need. And let's do this. All right. I'll see you next time.